and welcome to my review for the Monster Squad. Okay, this is a fun movie. So this movie is both written and directed by Fred Dekker, who did Night of the Creeps the year before this, but also this movie was helped written by Shane Black, who then went on to do Predator. And so this movie, the core concept of this was kind of like, what is if the Little Rascals met the Universal monsters, what would that be like? The problem is that when they sent the script to Universal rejected it. So they're like, well, we can't use the characters, so we're going to have to get creative with this one and try to avoid lawsuits. And I think they did a pretty good job. This very much feels like, kind of like, yeah, if like kids were off on an adventure, but they have to like fight monsters. It's like, what would that be like? And it's super cool. Like, it's like a group of kids. They're all friends. They run a club called the Monster Squad. All they do is just talk about like the Universal monsters, or like monster movies from back in the day. And they get one of them gets a hold of Van Helsing's diary, and which then releases Dracula, who is finding like Frankenstein's monster. He's finding the Wolfman, finding the Gillman, the Mummy as well, and basically wants to get the diary to end the world, or they can rule the world. It was either rule the world or end the world. Or both. So it's up to the Monster Squad to defeat the monsters. And this movie's also really short. Like, it's like barely like almost 80 minutes long. So it's I feel like stuff got cut out, and then when I did research, apparently stuff was cut out. Which sucks, but oh well. A lot of people like to put this in like one of the like, it's not a good movie, but it's a fun movie. I think it's a good movie. The visual effects were done by, I think it was by Boss Film, who did my favorite movie of all time, Ghostbusters, then did 2010, and then ended up doing you don't see it, but it's Big Trouble in China. So the effects look very wonky, especially on a low budget, but they still hold up pretty good. So this is just a fun movie, and I love the whole like side plot of the kids having this neighbor who's like to them on the outside is very scary, German guy, older German scary guy. And then when they finally meet him, it's like, oh no, he's actually nice and sweet, and translates the book for them. And then, yeah, it helps them out through the rest of the movie. So I like that little concept, because there's always been a neighbor we've been very scared of. And then whenever we decide to meet that neighbor, they're not always, but they're sometimes nice. So you're like, oh, okay, they're actually kind of cool. So I liked that. The end did kind of feel like there was stuff missing from it, because it wrapped up a little bit too quickly. But also this movie didn't do well, because this was like the first preteen movie. Like, it wasn't aimed for kids, but it also wasn't aimed for teens. It was for preteens. And that's why it didn't do very well, because kids were like, this is way too much for me, and teens were like, this is way past me. So it was like, well, here's the first preteen movie. So yeah, this is just a fun movie. It's a fun popcorn movie that I like to revisit on Halloween time. So it's This is a fun movie. If it's, I would, you know what? It's great. I have fun with this movie. Because of low budget, I can clearly see like what's an effect shot, what's not. But it kind of adds to the fun with it. Like with Evil Dead, you can tell it's low budget, and with like the effects, it's like I can clearly tell they like stand out. But that's the fun of it. So yeah, this is a fun movie. So there you go. There's my review for the Monster Squad. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what other movies or TV shows you want me to check out, and I'll see you next time.